Hello everyone, this is Cesar. Today we are going to learn Hammer to Fall, Queen, one of my favorite bands ever, especially early Queen. We are going to break it down by section, so we are going to start with the intro, the verse, the chorus, then the bridge, then the solo, and then the outro, of course. And I will be very grateful if you hit the subscribe button, if you hit a like, so you help me positioning the video with the algorithm. We are only 50 subscribers away from the 30,000 mark. And now, let's go to the job. Okay, so let's get started with the intro and the verse, which are exactly the same sequence. I'm giving you this perspective so you can see what I'm doing with the pick 2. Which chords are you going to need? You are going to need an A in this form. We're only going to use 4th, 3rd and 2nd string, okay? You are going to need a D in this form. You are going to need an E in this form. And we are going to land with an A in this form. Okay? Then look at the right hand. What he does is always using the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. Okay? Once again, you mute the strings. Did you put everything together? It's pretty simple. The only thing you need to get used to is the tempo and plucking only the 4th, 3rd and 2nd. Now, the chorus has exactly the same chords than the intro and the verse, but in the inverse sequence, okay? We're inverting the sequence, so. A, E, D, A. And now he does a small turnaround, which is going to D and pulling to A. And then a very, very short riff, which is this. 3rd fret at the 2nd string with your mid finger, then pull off, 3rd string, 4th string, all together. Sometimes you may have seen him doing this. Which is adding this. Okay? But with hammer solo. So you have the two options, but I always do the one without. So what I do is, okay, and now the second turn of the chorus, which is simply doing 4th fret at the 5th string, 2nd fret at the 5th string, and then pulling, okay, and landing in A. So let me put the entire chorus together for you. If you go with the option here on the bass, you will do this. It is very simple. You only need to practice a little bit. It's very effective, actually. I mean, Brian May is a very, very, very efficient guitar player, I would say. No wonder why he is a PhD in astrophysics. Now in the bridge they have several guitars, one of them is clean. Well, we are gonna blend all of them so it sounds nice and tidy. You are gonna start with an E chord, okay? But we are only gonna hit the 6th, the 3rd, the 1st, and back to the 3rd. So like this. Okay? Now we are gonna go with the shape of an F sharp minor, but fretting only 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. And we are gonna hit only 5th, 3rd, 1st, 3rd. Okay? Now we go to the form of a G sharp minor, so 2 frets up, and we do the same. So 5th, 3rd, 1st, 3rd, and we land in an A in power chord, okay? A power chord. So if we put it all together, now he does this. Okay, which basically is going with a D in power chord, A back, now G with all the strings, D, G, D, okay? This is a D, too, but he goes with all the strings. So let me put it all together. Okay, then the second turn on the bridge is exactly the same. But now he goes in power chords at the 5th and the 4th string and a D and an E. Okay, let me put it all together. Good. And now to finish the bridge, he does something that is really very weird, but is what he does. He goes to a D power chord, you see, that power chord, and then he palm mutes and does this. He goes one fret down here at the 5th string, and lands in an E. Power chord. Okay, so all together. And goes to the solo. Okay, now the solo. For the solo, focus on doing the right bending, and after the bending comes the vibrato. I mean, Brian May has a fantastic vibrato, but you need to hit the right note with the bending before you start kind of doing the vibrato. So let me explain as we go through the solo. We're going to break it down in licks, in short licks. First lick, let's start at the 11th fret of the 4th string. Okay? Now we go to the 2nd string. Okay, so you have to do an entire step bending here. And only there, then you start the vibrato. Okay? Next. Same story. Here you have an entire step bending at the 15th fret, at the 17th fret. And only after that you start the vibrato. And now the closing of this first part of the lick. Or he does both of the things, I mean, depending, I think, on the night. Or, okay? Which is what I do actually. Now the part with the hammers on and pulls off legatos, right? It seems difficult, but it's not. Simply he does it in a very fast way, a very quick way, so the effect is fantastic. And again, you need to do the right bending before the vibrato. So first string, we are gonna do half step bending at the 16th fret. Only there you do the vibrato. Okay? I'm gonna do it slow motion. And now simply is a scale, a descending scale on A. Then he goes to the 7th fret. Let me give you a better angle so you can see what I do with the pick. What he does is he lands at the 7th fret, 5th, 4th and 3rd string, okay? With the fingers like that. And then, now with your index finger you go to the 3rd string, to the 6th fret, and then you do a pull with your pinky. And then 4th and 5th string with your pick, okay? And now several arpeggios with the 5th, 4th and 3rd. Now what is left is, immediately after the solo, he goes back to the verse but palm muting. Twice. And then chorus. And now he lets the strings ring. With the exception of the last turn, where he goes like this. And now, okay? And that's it, folks. Well, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Probably I will upload a separate video about bending, vibrato, and how to combine both of them. Anyway, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. See you very soon in my next video, and up to that moment, please play your guitars, have fun, and be good. Bye.